hey, Mr. John. I look, and I see Cedric's beaming face, looking out the window at us. And I know, man, he's gonna say something that's probably gonna make me cry. I'm like, what you got, Cedric? He's like, hey, Mr. John, anyone tell you look like Paul Blart Mall Cop? No, Cedric, no one ever has. But thanks. Thanks for reminding me that I apparently look like Kevin James. Without any of that pesky money, fame, or success. I do, and it was a very ethnically diverse school, Overland High School. It's like a third black, a third white, a third Latino. It's like a Neapolitan ice cream of diversity. It's beautiful. You got chocolate, your vanilla, and your strawberry that somehow equals Latino. Maybe it's horchata, I don't know. But working there was great, and with this diversity also came some very unusually named children, right? In one class alone, I had 3 girls named Cialis, Levitra, and Viagra. And those girls are hard. They're hard all the time. After 4 hours with them, I needed it. Okay, now that's obviously not true. And it was based on something that actually did happen when I worked in elementary school. Before that, I worked in a 4th grade class, and I had 3 girls in that class named Lola, Jasleen, and Desire. Not Desire, Desire. Capital D, apostrophe, capital Z, Y-R-E, Desire. Ladies and gentlemen, those are stripper names. Like, you're working on your long division, you should be working on your long pole skills, because that's where you're going to be continuing. This lady likes me, I'm just going to talk to you first. And despite doing this for an occasional $50, people think that because you talk to a lot of people on the microphone that you're necessarily good at talking to women. I'm necessarily not. Not good at it. I'll give you a couple of examples. So when I worked at Overland, I worked with a blind woman, and she worked with our sight impaired and blind kids. And I like to date coworkers because I'm smart. So I asked this woman out, but when you ask somebody out at age 56, you don't just go up and go, hey, you want to see a movie, have dinner? You don't do that. Because after 40 years of punches to your ego, of marriages, of dates, of things, of all the rejection, you just go, you feel the situation out. So I asked this woman if she was seeing anyone. I asked the blind woman if she was seeing anyone. She said, definitely not you, John. Another example of how I can't talk to women. About 5 years ago, I started taking comedy seriously. I was hitting open mics really hard. It was one open mic. I was hitting every week, boom, 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 trying to get better, writing jokes, better crowd work, all this stuff. And I needed to take about a month off, about a year straight of going there every week. Had some personal issues, had to take a month off, came back a month later. And I get into the bar, I sign up the list. The beautiful female host, the host of the place, was running up to me. Looked like I was George Clooney or something. It was a beautiful part. Just her coming in, or running up to me, going, oh, John, I haven't seen you. Oh, it's so great to see you. Oh, geez. Oh, and she hugs me, pelvically too, right? Do you know what I'm talking about? There's a hug with promise. A hug with a potential happy ending. You know what I'm talking about? This wasn't one of those ass-out sorority girl hugs where they actually hate each other. No, this was a publicly invested hug with promise. And upon this hug, I can feel for her through her rather thin blouse. She has a pretty sizable mole on the lower back. Now most guys, he knows where this is going, most guys upon feeling this mole would have said nothing. Maybe a small percentage of guys thinking they're clever, maybe say something semi-sexual like, maybe I'll get to see that little guy later, I can get your top off, ha ha ha. Not me, I go for option number 3, I'm like, holy moly. I think it's really, really big. You should get that checked out by a doctor like yesterday. She's like, yeah, John, I already did. It's benign. And now so is my interest in you. Yeah, but I do have one thing in my arsenal when it comes to dating. I consider myself at age 56 or 5 or 6. I know there are guys better looking than me. I know there are guys worse than me. I know there are guys smarter, dumber. I'm in the realm of average. But I got something that brings me up 2 points. Bring me up to a solid 7 or 8. That's the number 812. You know what that represents, ladies? My credit score. Right? Pretty hot now. A lot better, all right. I've noticed that women, when they hear the number 812 in regards to my credit score, they get very 1800 Southern. They're all of a sudden like, ooh, 812, well, I do declare. Ooh, I'm usually not into pudgy Italian comedians, but at 812, I can make an exception. I do declare. Sucks dating at 56. That's why I date the coworkers, because I don't want to go online. I've never done online dating, never. Younger people under 40, it's promising. You got a shot. The names of the sites alone, right? Plenty of Fish, eHarmony, Match.com. Even Christian Mingle sounds like it might be fun. Ooh, let's do a little Bible study and maybe a little Applebee's afterwards. Have you heard the online dating sites for people over 50? It's bad. Our Time, that's the name of one of them. Right? Our time to what? To limp towards the sunset, fall into an open grave, and die in our time. The other one's called Silver Singles. Silver Singles, you don't even get to go somewhere cool like Applebee's. Silver Singles, you just wait at your assisted living facility. RTD Accessorite comes, picks you up, takes you to her nursing home. You're there by 3 for dinner, you play canasta at 4, you're done by 5, you're back for bed by time at 6. It sucks. Silver Singles. It's bleak, you guys. Do you want me to get a little dirtier? I heard you guys might be up for that. just rumor, blame the host. Okay, I want to talk about each generation that matters. So we got anybody over 60, the boomers, we got baby boomers in the house. I'm not going to pick on you too hard, baby boomers, because to be honest, you can talk about more than any generation or any people in the history of people. So I am going to say, could you get us a better presidential candidate? Because apparently no one under 60 is worth voting for. I got to choose from a pussy grabber and a hair sniffer. Those are my choices. Do better, boomers. Come on. All right. Let's talk about my generation. Generation X, for the purposes of this joke, Generation X is people from 40 to 60. Who we got? A lot, right? Yes. Okay. Badass generation, right? We rode our bikes without helmets. We didn't need elbow pads when we skateboarded. We drank out of puddles. There was no bottled water at 7-Eleven. Are you kidding me? There were no baby seats in the cars. We survived. A bunch of badass generation, right? So I get a little disappointed when our generation gets upset at the lyrics in Wet Ass Pussy. Remember how many people got upset about that 4 years ago when that came out? Cardi B song? Whatever she said in it. Take it out, fuck it, mop it up with a bucket. I don't know what she said. They were explicit lyrics. Did our entire generation just forget what we used to say in the songs we listened to? That makes it, if you guys can help me out on this one. Here she come now, singing, moaning, moaning. Hey, what, get laid, get fucked. That guy knew. There's always one. This guy knew. He was probably out there with me, drinking our dollar pitchers and wearing our day-glow shirts. This guy knows. Wearing our ass-wash jeans. What a bunch of ladies and gentlemen we were. We're sitting our 50s out when we were drinking the fucking beer all over us. Are you kidding me? And we're gonna bitch about wet-ass pussy? Prince's entire catalog. I knew a girl named Nikki, I guess you could say she was a sex fiend. I met her in a motel lobby, masturbated with a magazine. A couple of questions for Prince if you were alive today. Motels don't have lobbies, first of all. Motels have a shitty desk with a shitty chair with a shitty guy. That's your motel. Masturbating with the magazine. Did she just have that playgirl out and she's like doing a little diddle job, or did she pull that bad boy up and go to town? masturbation jokes. Thank you for that. So that's the stuff we listened to. Some of the things we said. Do you remember the bumper stickers that said "No fat chicks"? That wasn't very nice. I remember one time out this direction, I went to a shitty high school called Jefferson. Not the cool Thomas Jefferson that actually had black people. I went to the one behind Casa Bonita. White trash. Hard white trash. And we went out to Douglas County, we had a game against them. And we came up with a cheer all by ourselves, we're really proud of it, and it said, potato chip, crunch, 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 Douglas County, here's your lunch. Nobody got sued, everything was fine. I remember looking across at their student section, and their kids were laughing, and so were their parents. It was fun. I bet a couple of those parents were like, yeah, that's a pretty good cheer. It's not bad. Maybe we'll use that at Ponderosa next week. Oh man, so yeah. So, and the things we did. So there's the things we listened to, the things we said, the things we did. Do you guys remember midget tossing? If you're not familiar, it was a thing in the late 80s, early 90s. If your bar wasn't doing well, and you knew a little person, maybe you just have some people chucking in your bar. That was a real thing we did. I'll set the scene for you. Guy's bar's not doing so well. He needs something to draw people in. Let's find, oh yeah, a little friend. Okay, cool. Hey, you want to earn $50 on a Saturday night? Sure. What are you going to do? I'm going to stick a helmet on your head, like a bike helmet. I'm going to wrap you in bubble wrap. I'm going to let full-grown humans toss your little-grown human ass across a room for everyone's entertainment. I know everyone's horrified right now, but this actually happened. By the way, calm down. It's not like we were taking little people off the streets and they're like, whoa, hey. It was consensual. But it was horrific too. I witnessed it one time. I didn't participate. I feel like a Nazi when I say this. Oh, I wasn't doing it. But I was totally okay with it. Take this poor little guy by essentially where the scruff of his neck and his ass would be on the ends of the bumper, and chuck him as far as you can. Two methods, by the way. That was the nicer method. The other one was taken by the ankles and fucking just helicoptering little guy like the hammer from the Olympics. So, you guys, my fellow Generation Xers, get over that, especially because we're throwing other people in our generation. All right, last example. Last generation I'm going to go out there. Where are my millennials at? You guys are gingerly. What is he going to say about us? Did you hear what he just said about his own generation? It's not that bad. You're a little spoiled, but I love you. All right. I just want you guys to appreciate what you had versus what we had, right? So, do you remember the first time you saw moving pictures porn? You remember it? How the format you got? Most of our generation, Gen X, we got it on VHS. Rich kids had Laserdisc or Betamax. I got it a different way. I got mine on 16mm film, which was not easy. I want millennials to understand the effort that it took for 4 11-year-olds to sneak into dad's house and get porn and set it up on a projector. It was a lot of effort, right? You had to go find it in the closet. Like I said, we were 11 years old, really psyched to see people have sex, right? Ooh, so this isn't going smoothly. You got to get that stupid piece of paper screen on the tripod like you saw in high school. Do you remember that? Oh, we're gonna watch a film. That took like 10 minutes alone. You had to find the projector, get it out. It's all rusty and green. Looked like it took footage of the Korean War. You got to get that out. Then you got to put film on this thing, a reel of film, thread it intricately through the machine. Put it on, start it up. Ah, shit, it's upside down. You got to undo that thing. Start again. 45 minutes it took us to get on screen, you guys. So all I want to say to all you millennials out there who bitched about buffering on your laptop, how dare you? How dare each and every one of you? All right, you guys, have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your comics. Right? If you want to be part of the All Bart Lookalike Club, I'm selling merch in the back with stickers. Thank you so much.
Make some noise for John Corelli.
Can I stop now? Am I good? Am I good to stop now?
Yes,
Okay.
Very
Okay,
good.
I'll
Stop now.
That's what
Please stop now.